Hey yo, how's it going, boys? What is up? Source back once again, and today we're gonna do a roundup. Yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about, I suppose. Could do a roundup of what just happened in the stream. Yes? Alright. There's a lot of shit to look at. I mean, yeah, we have highlight shit, but yeah, we got a lot of shit to talk about. I guess this is kind of like this rundown of what we're gonna expect in the future. I don't think I'll be doing... Okay, so I don't think I'll be doing the March impressions, I think. The future notes shit, because it's probably gonna be the same. Maybe I'll just do like a quick review or some shit, but I probably think it's going to be the fucking same anyway. Alright. Okay, so first and foremost, yes, they give us this update thing, and we got two new characters, which is Isaac. Water Isaac and Earth Beatrix with Booba. Goddamn, she actually got her weapon back. So that's a nice spoiler. And then we get Dark Houston's Fulminant Break. I was actually thinking at first this was an actual new character, not a Fulminant Break one. So I'm a little bit sad on that regard. But yeah, that's kind of okay, I guess. That's kind of cool, you know. Versus stuff nobody gives a fuck about. Then this one. The return of scratch cards. So I'm a little bit happy they're actually bringing back scratch cards, because scratch cards was I've been saying that a lot on the stream, where it's definitely a lot better in comparison to the whole treasure rush shit. This is 100% way better, because for the most part, like in terms of like the shittiest RNG you can pull, you're probably still gonna get much better rolls compared to the treasure rush rate, right? Because at least this one, I think from what I recall, the shit ones are probably you're still gonna be able to get like pots, berries in a relatively much larger amount in comparison to the treasure rush shit. And then I think they mentioned here is that what's that? The match 3 items, and if you don't match them, you still get an item guarantee. Okay, yeah. So I think they mentioned the scratch card says that some scratch cards make it easier to get rarer items or some shit. So that's kind of like one of the new changes, I guess, with the scratch cards. But to me, I think it's already fine. This thing is gonna last for relatively long, and I think last I recall we could actually compile this. Wait, were we able to compile this? I'm pretty certain that I did, right? Like I did like a whole entire compilation on just doing like all the scratches and shit in one go kind of thing. Did I do that before? I think I did, right? The last time around, if I recall correctly, I did remember doing that before. So I think if we're actually able to do that, then I'm probably gonna do that again. I'm just gonna compile like all the stupid shit RNG. I'm gonna do that both on my main and Little Brother's account or some shit. And then we're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna see how's the RNG, yeah? From 10th to the 20th of March, we get the first part of the MagFest, I guess. And then we get 7 fucking times worth of EXP. And we thought 1.5 or 2 times is already fucking crazy enough. This time we get 7 times, because, well, 7th anniversary, right? So we can go up to 7 million EXP or rank points. Then after that, it will just go back to, I think it's gonna go back to times 2. Oh, it didn't mention. But my guess is that it's gonna go back to times 2, because usually anniversary, the anniversary MagFest is gonna go double XP. So it's gonna be still good anyway. Then yeah, we're gonna get a second part to all the way until 31st. This looks like a really long one, so there's nothing unusual about that. And then 7th anniversary weapon ticket. It will include epic weapons, proving ground weapons, and melee weapons. All will come in Fulminant Break. Some weapons which are Fulminant Breakable will still come at 4 stars, including Xeno weapons. Oh, okay. So the only unfortunate thing about this is that no dragon weapons, no Magna, the new Magna 2 weapons. Yeah, that's tough luck, I guess. Still gonna find them manually. Oh well. Yeah, I'll make a video of that when this thing comes. Don't worry. And then skins, we get Urius and Ulysses. I'm not gonna bother with this two because I'm not gonna get scammed anymore. I'll just wait until the shit comes out. And I'll just look at the animations and decide whether is it worth grabbing or not. Okay, so as the Anytics, seasonal characters up to a certain point, 2019 for okay. So it's the same thing, but I think the grand characters they'll include 1 year later. Because wait, let me look. Last I recall, they included the grand characters all the way until 2018, I think. So this year, I think they'll include grand characters all the way until 2019. That's my guess. And then, yeah, the only ones that we cannot grab from this Anythix is the last month's Valentine's characters, or any of the new characters that was released from last month until this month, I think. Yeah. Before that, we'll be able to get. So, like, any seasonal stuff prior to that, we'll be able to get. I might be wrong. They might actually go all the way until 2020. But last I recall, the grand characters that was included in Anythix is only, like, the current year minus 2 years. That's what I remember. They like always have the 2-year gap or some shit. But once again, I might be wrong. Yeah, I might be wrong. So we just have to wait until the Anythix comes out. And I'm gonna make a video about it, so don't worry. And I'm gonna make a video about it and just say, just wail for it, cause why bother, dude? Just pick someone and then just wail the rest, right? Oh god. Alright, so yeah, that's the Anythix. Okay, then what's this? Special Star Premium ticket for anniversary will always draw a seasonal character from 2019 or 2020. Okay, this is the scam. Yeah, if I recall correctly, this is a scam. I remember last time, I think last year, I tried doing this and I managed to luck shit Ray. So that was pretty crazy. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that again though. Fucking scam though. The second Star Premium ticket goes on sale on 29th and is guaranteed to draw a Grand or Zodiac character. All Zodiacs are in except for Jiki, who will return in 2022. Yikes. RIP Jiki. Alright. So yeah, that's another scam if anyone. I mean, I guess it's kind of okay to try anyway if you're still lacking in a lot of grands, for example. And that's one of the main reasons why, like, I'm probably gonna say this when the Anythix comes out anyway, where the Anythix, right? I don't think you should go for any of the grand, like the typical grand characters, because you see them every fucking month, so it doesn't really matter. If you want, like, you really want to get those characters, you can always save up for a spark and just go spark them normally or some shit in those banners anyway, right? There's no reason for you to waste your one-time special anniversary, yearly anniversary ticket on a character that appears every single month. If you really want to do that, you should really go grab seasonal characters instead. Not that one. Don't worry, I'll remind you guys again later on if you actually forgot. But yeah. Right. Login bonuses being updated. You will now gain points every day that you can be used for previously announced outfit gacha. Login build up points and unlock new outfits with those points. Thus, the points will also be usable on certain weapons. Okay, so in a way, this is somewhat an okay addition. This whole points thingy where you get to accumulate and then you get to use that for like the stupid outfit gacha thing. Because honestly, I think the whole outfit gacha thing was a fucking shit idea. Because it's like, there is already a gacha game, right? And then you have another fucking gacha on top of that just for fucking outfits. Like, why? It's such a stupid fucking idea, you know? But I guess this is still somewhat okay. At least you can try to get them without spending a single cent, right? Because eventually you're just gonna just log in every single day and hopefully you can, you know, exchange for the said thing or not. Because, yeah, outfit gachas, man. Shit, then fucking hell, dude. Summer winter special missions are being made a regular part of the game. There'll be a one-time mission, weekly missions, and plenty of rewards from them all. You know, this thing is like, it really took them a really long time to activate this kind of shit. This kind of stuff, okay? This shit has been made available for God knows how many fucking mobile games out there, but for some reason GBF doesn't have it. So now they finally decide to add this for some reason, so I guess that's great. Doesn't really fucking matter to me, honestly, but yeah, I guess that's nice. You know, more rewards and shit, more easy, like basically rewarding you for playing the game more. Sure, I suppose. Doesn't really matter to me, but it's probably gonna matter for a lot of others. So that's great, right? Masquerade class goes live on 10th on March. Oh, they missed a screenshot of it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys probably saw it anyway. Alright, there it is. Alright, so yeah. Masquerade class goes live on 10th of March. So yeah, they look pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. I suppose. New EMP support class for 20 SSRs and 3 Rs, man. There's a lot of characters here that is gonna get like support EMP. Man, I wonder. Booba. Not so Booba, but yeah, lots of Boobas happening here. Lots of them. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, lots of them. Lots of stuff. Upcoming balance changes for Sleepy Potato. There we go. I was like, where they didn't include the screenshot, but like, yeah. So Summer Beatrix, Anira finally, Ingwe, Octo, Sleepy Potato, Summer Kowar, light version of Clary's light version of Percival, and the OG Lady Grey is getting a rebalance. So did they say when is it coming? Oh, 10th as well? Damn, that is fucking soon. Holy shit. Alright. Okay. Balance changes. Okay, I'll look at all this stuff later. Okay, so on the 10th we also get to reduce silver relics, but if I recall correctly, I think they were saying that we can only get up to 5. It costs 10 to craft the weapon, but if you already get a weapon and you want to reduce, you only get 5, I think. Better than nothing, I suppose. Yeah. 22nd of March, the rank cap will go up to 300. Camera says this the quest to uncap from 275 will be new and unique. I'm not looking forward to that. I was really hoping that this is much earlier, just so we can make use of this thing. But at least we still have 1 week to make use of that, I suppose. Alright, then Chef Malice, which is gonna be going live on the 22nd as well with 2 new weapons. Sure. A fucking ball and a wing looking thing. Okay, sure. And 22nd as well is gonna include basically like you know, like how when you use the solo thingy, you use the feathers to go solo for Ultimate Baja HL. Same thing, but we can actually do it for fun now. Not sure why I really want to do this, but yeah, up to you, I guess. Special EMP types for invokers. Unlock 4 EMP nodes with treasures, and after all 4 invoker learns their unique EMP skills. So this is the one that I thought. So this is the special so-called EMP shit they're saying last stream or some shit. That's kind of interesting, but I'm really hoping that it's not so crazy to level them. My guess is just that we just have to farm a lot of sandbox shit, so that's the thing I'm really afraid for. But yeah, I'll look at that later because I think they already translated it at the bottom. Yes, then the other big one, obviously, we get a fucking 5-star Primals. Jesus Christ. In a way, this is relatively huge. 5-star Primals is actually quite huge just because the fact that there's a very high chance that full free-to-play versions of Primal grids are probably usable again. So we have to see when the time comes, and this also goes live on the 22nd. They have very dank-ass new artwork, which is cool. You probably saw my reactions already by then, probably, because I'm probably gonna put up a reaction highlights thingy in another video. But yeah, there you go. QOL updates coming on the 10th. The bonus stock, which is basically the Craftsman's Anvil for +1 bonuses. On March 10, all weapon mirages and summon mirages will be removed from my inventory and crate and be added in this new bonus stock automatically, which is great. This is quite a nice QL purpose because you don't have to keep going back and forth and shit like that. So that's kind of nice. So it makes things a lot easier instead of because usually this stupid plus marks shit, right? Right now, before the update, it actually works exactly like how prior to, when you want to reduce your weapon or summons, it actually works like that for some fucking reason, right? Whenever you remove your plus marks or whatever, you always have to go to your crate first. You have to grab your crate, and then it goes to your inventory, and then you go to your shit, and then you go to the upgrade of that character or weapon. Then you put that shit, the plus mark, into that thing. So fucking tedious, right? I don't know why it's taking them so long to make this kind of QL changes, seriously. I don't know why GBF has this issue. Updates for the upgrade screen. You can pick between seeing an upgrade thing. You don't have to scroll all the way down for cups anymore. So, you don't have to scroll all the way down, but you must click now. One of the things I have issues with this, because every single buttons you press, you have to go through a loading screen, meaning you have to connect with the server every single time. To me, I actually didn't really mind the scrolling too much because it's technically still okay for me, because all I need to do is just my scroll bar and I'm already there. It's not really that hard, so I'm okay with what we have. But this one requires you to press a button to switch, which can be kind of annoying in my opinion, because, you know, imagine if you have like EU shitty ping or whatever shit. If you want to upgrade all your weapons, it's going to be a lot more annoying, you know? You have to go through like multiple weapons, you have to keep clicking all this bullshit. It's kind of fucking annoying, don't you think? But I guess if you put everything in the anvil or whatever, because the default automatically goes to your anvil or some shit like that, I guess that's kind of okay. But it's like, yeah, to me, I didn't really find that a big issue, to be honest. But yeah, since they changed it, we'll see how it goes, I guess. Yeah, we'll see, I suppose. Auto guard coming to V2. On full auto, all characters will guard and Omen is active. Oh, okay. So I was wondering how the hell are they gonna do this thing? So basically, whenever whatever trigger the shit is appeared, then we activate this thing, you automatically guard. But I don't know whether is it going to be the case or not. But from what I can see, based on this explanation, right? I'm not too sure how it was going to work, okay? But based on this explanation, my guess is that you cannot just set to full auto. But I guess you actually can as well, because it says here there's an on and off, right? Because I was thinking at first earlier, right, where the full auto is actually combined together. I'm assuming we can just turn it on and off, so that's kind of nice, because there are times where, you know, you can just literally just full auto. You don't even need to guard for the most part. So yeah, it doesn't really matter at that point, but yeah, I guess it's kind of nice. We have to see how it really works, because from based on this screenshot, it actually kind of looks like that, where you can just enable and disable the guard thing. This one is technically like the semi-auto and the full auto thing, because, you know, there are times where, like I said, you just want a full auto instead of guarding, right? We'll see when the time comes. I hope that's the case though. You can just disable the guard or not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So on the 22nd also, we're gonna get weapons that to an individual basis to automatically recycle this to chalice and anvil if you don't ever want to see the item again. Yeah, so this is the one they mentioned before, I think in last year's, I forgot which part of last year's stream or whatever. So cool. Don't really care too much about it, but yeah, sure, can't complain. New QL. And then this one, we can finally uncap multiple weapons at a time, and it only took them 7 years. Yep, great company, man. Only took them 7 years to make shit like this. Great programming, guys. Very cool. And then we get FBI and Booba. Okay, so I'm assuming that these two are actually a playable version, not an outfit. Yeah, so I think this is all playable versions, but we still do not have a payable or just a purchasable outfit for Kubira. Not sure why though. But Booba though, Jesus fuck, that scared me. And then yeah, 2 in 1, right? Yeah, Booba and S. And then we have full limit break Sochie for next month. Cool. And then yes, this is one of the biggest things that got added in as well. The daily limit on treasure trade has been lifted, where for some fucking reason, the pots and berries in the shop are limited to like 20 or some shit per month, and we can only grab 2 per day. I still don't understand why is that a thing in the first place, but it does look like they're actually removing that. Same goes for like the flawed prism and some shit like that, because for some reason we can only grab like if you're actually using the small prisms as well, we can only grab up to 105. Usually I would just use the flawless one to exchange to the flawed prism one, which you only get like 75, I think, around there. Yeah, so Now that shit is fucking gone, we can finally make use of our immense amount of flawless fucking prisms, so we can put into goddamn flawed prism, because we need so many of them for fucking Jutens. Because, you know, for anyone who didn't know, to put into perspective, to get every single one of the Jutens to level 110, you need 75 fucking thousand of flawed prisms, okay? 75,000. That is a lot. Okay? 75,000, okay? That shit is fucking insane. This is only 110 too. What about 120, 120 and the rest? Like, holy fucking shit, man. Yeah, exactly. It's like, imagine if you're just stuck to 75 per day all this while, right? If, like, I remember complaining about this a long time ago, where we just stuck in just farming into Halo non-stop. All day, every day. Like, fuck my ass, right? Oh, thank God for this though. Okay, updates to okay, yeah, I think they updated later as well. I'm just gonna check that later. We get the new main story thing, which is a fucking Papeg thing. So now it's like we're going to a circus, right? From fucking high school bullshit, now we're going to a circus / prom / opera, whichever. I don't fucking know. It doesn't fucking matter, because it looks like we're a fucking bunch of Papegas not giving a fuck about finding his dad anymore. Because originally we were fighting against like big ass motherfuckers like gods and shit, and here we are just fucking around now. I guess, yeah, I guess the MC doesn't really care about the dad anymore. So last year's anniversary event, which was hot garbage, is now turning into side story. Sure, cool. Oh, is it a rerun? Oh, it's a rerun, not a side story. Alright, cool. Means I don't know. Sure, new trophies or whatever. Okay, so toward the end of the year, Replica Sandbox will open a new area, offer a new star of Uncapped for the new World Foundation weapons, and add new Saphira guidebooks. Alright. So the weapons will have full limit break. Cool. And new guidebook shit, sure, okay. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll try to continue Sandbox again thanks to this, but I'm usually very lazy for Sandbox. Coming soon, ways to use your rupees, treasures, etc. to provide permanent bonuses to your crew. Give praise. Many raids becoming a single player battle in order to avoid spreading the player base too much in raids. This includes Nataku's tier. Huh. Does that really matter? I don't know. I didn't think this was an issue at all. I guess people really wanted to get this shit done. And asking people for help doesn't really matter at all, because nobody gives a fuck anymore. But I don't know. This I really didn't think this matters a lot. Like it being a rape. Why did I say rape? I meant raid. Raid versions. So what, like all the raid versions are all going to single player now? Like why? Because Nataku or Nesha tier includes Flame Glass and Twin Elements, no? Yeah, because that's the thing. Because to me it doesn't make sense, because if they actually remove the raids, how the fuck are you gonna farm all that shit? Because having the raids itself is actually better, because you can farm that shit. I'm not sure if they're really removing altogether, but from the way this is worded, it actually feels like they're removing everything. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Because that's a lot of shit going to hell though. So like if you go back to here, right? They're referring to all this, you know? All this. You see, Flame Glass people are still gonna do it. This is Alberons, you know? These two are people are still farming this shit. Like, especially like new people coming in or some shit, they'll definitely need to farm this thing. How the fuck are they gonna do it in single player? And yeah, this is including HL as well, which is pretty bad to me. So my guess is that they are just adding single player versions to them, right? The raids are probably gonna be untouched. And then you're just gonna add single player versions of them. For those players who, you know, whenever they host, nobody's helping them with some shit, and then they just host the single player version, I guess. You know, like they have for hosting purposes, right? Here's what I think. For hosting purposes, they can choose either to open it in a raid version or the single player version. Because I think I heard something like in a single player version, you can host like two, like you only need to beat it once and then you can get like 2 clears or some shit like that. That's what I remember hearing it in the stream earlier when they were talking about it. But obviously don't take my word for it because I'm not really I'm not really fluent in Japanese, so obviously I don't know. I might be just pulling shit out of my ass. So yeah, because to me, this really doesn't make sense at all. So to me, this doesn't make sense. I'm really hoping it turns out to be like what I'm hoping it'll be. They allow us to choose which type of raid that we want to host, like either the single player version or the multi-raid battle version, you know? Yeah, I'm really hoping that's not the case because it's gonna be very, very bad for players who just about to come into the game or some shit. Like, yeah, to me, it doesn't really matter because I'm already done with that shit. Or maybe for any other players who are already done with this shit, so it doesn't really matter to them. But for those people who still have yet to farm, it's gonna be shit for them, right? So to me, this doesn't make sense at all. I really hope that that's not the case. Alright, so the next one is 6 new raids, one for each new element. Will be added one at a time. They'll be around the difficulty of twin elements. Sure. Oh, wait a second. Is this the reason why they're actually making that into single player, so they have AS and shit for this one? We'll see. Belial Impossible coming, he will drop treasures that will unlock new pendulums for the Dark Opus. I'm assuming they mean all this shit, right? This shit, right? I'm assuming this is what they meant. Allowing us to get more of this shit. Yes, he'll be very difficult, so I'm assuming it's far tier, I suppose, far Babu tier or some shit. Which is probably not gonna be that difficult. Because number one, we are overpowered like crazy today. Like in today's term, like in terms of power level wise, we are very, very fucking strong. Like if we were to go to another raid that is very like similar to like Fa or Babu tier, it's probably gonna be very, very easy. The only thing that will make it hard to clear is probably the trying to understand the raid and all that shit. So if they make it as annoying as how Fa originally was at the start, may probably take a little bit longer to clear, but it's probably gonna be easy anyway because we have like so many options in the world to do that shit anyway. So yeah, we will see. I'm gonna do it in day 1 anyway, so there we go. 3 stages of upgrades to tier 4 and EX2 classes. Okay. Summer 2021. New EMP skills for class 4 and EX2 and class specific EXP. Okay, because this is the thing I didn't really understand when they were explaining during a stream, because too much text. Usually when there's too much text, I didn't understand like what the fuck is going on, right? So this one, in a way, I guess is kind of okay, this thing. Simply because the fact that usually I always have a lot of problems with EMP, like EXP wise. Like, whenever I get it to cap, I always have to find like a random reason to just burn it for no reason, so I can like continue leveling and shit. Because, you know, I'm like always having my EMP thing like consistently capped. So I guess that's nice, so I can have more shit to like, or especially players who are like consistently have their EMP always maxed out, so at least we have new shit to level, more shit to burn. That's cool. Winter 2021, new class weapons for tier 4. Sure, because the current weapons are all dog shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Spring 2022, new class weapons for EX2. Sure, why not? Doesn't really matter to me. New collab that is not idols. Thank you. All right, moving on. New real life shit. Blah blah blah. And then we have Gachapin. Okay, we have Gachapin on the 10th again. The new wrinkle to the roulette. Double Muku mode. A chance to get Muku Frenzy right after a Muku Frenzy. Yikes, dude. 30th March, we get guaranteed 100 rolls. It will be during a premium gala, which is Lake Fest. All Zodiacs besides Jiki will be available in that premium gala, which is fucking amazing for a lot of people. So I think it's going to be good for a lot of people to spark that. Good luck with that. And then another one, on the March 20th, you also receive 100 free rolls during Flash Fest. Flash Gala. Wait, what? 16 to 21st. 16 to 19 raid out for new characters. 19 to 21st will with no special raid up. 0.7 chance of a limited character. Ooh, yikes, dude. I mean, it's still cool. It's still okay. I mean, almost like you get like almost half of a free spark, right? Can't say no to that, right? I mean, there's a chance we can still get 200 rolls out of that, right? You get 100 rolls and then 200 rolls as an extra kind of thing. And then, okay, next one. Alright, so this is the big one. The character changes, they share some of it. So first one, we're gonna have Sleepy Potato. So his Ogi is unworldly damage, consumes hermit buff, see below. Silent Dream. What's his? I need to check which skills is it. Sleepy Potato. Silent Dream is his second skill. Second skill currently is wind damage to all foes, inflict restrain effect. Can use charge diamond attacks. Can deal 1 ally attacks. When in seclusion mode is in effect, auto activates when foe uses a special attack. Okay. So now we get damage and damage cap increase. Sure. Autonomous tempering? Yeah, tempering. New Hermit's Awakening and 9 Forbidden Chalices. So the moment you hit at 9 chalices, you get this Hermit's Awakening? Is that what it is? Right? I guess that's what they meant. But that only means you can Ogi once anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter because whenever he Ogis, he goes to sleep anyway. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's alright. It's not really game changing, no. We have to like really see it. For the most part, I don't think it really matters a lot though. It's kind of okay, I guess. Alright, next one is Octo. Big boy Octo finally getting his changes. Purgatory is his second skill, right? 0 turn cooldown, no longer used in full auto. I mean, that's okay. I guess you can keep pressing that button, right? You can keep pressing that button to provide meter. Dance of God. Steals are... So that's... So that's their fucking change to make him viable in V2. So that's his fucking change, huh? So basically, he tends to have he has delay now. So if he doesn't steal it, he doesn't gain Aiki. I mean, yeah, I guess it's still nice. Either way, he can kind of have a delay, but he has to steal the thing in order for him to get Aiki, which is okay, I guess. Not the greatest, still usable, I guess. Sure. Alright, Light Percival update. Okay, so his Ogi no longer adds 20% charge meter. Activates Kone Gworde. I'm pretty certain that's not how I pronounce that shit, but okay. That's his third skill though, right? So basically he gets... Every time he Ogis, he gets Crest. All allies gains Crest and 20% Echo. Which is great. Which is great. That's actually really, really good. That's actually pretty fucking fantastic. Free Crest and 20% Echo to every fucking party members on Ogi is fan-fucking-tastic. And then Schlack. Pretty sure that's not how I pronounce it as well. That's his first skill. Multi-activation now based on the number of buffs on Percival up to 3 times. Oh, so he hits 3 times now? That sounds legit actually. In other words, meaning he can gain 3... Because it is multi-activation, right? So he activates multiple times. Meaning he can get 3 crests with 1 button press. Because he does consume his shit. Which is good because like he can gain back his crest a lot easier. So it's like, you can cycle his crest so much easier now thanks to this, that's for sure. And the other thing that gets added in is also multi-attack instead of just crest and echo. Fucking hell, that's actually really nice. And then his passive, Lord Strike. 3 crests now grants stacking multi-attack to Percival. Oh, so basically he can still heal himself? He can still heal himself and get stacking multi-attack? Doesn't seem half bad, yeah. He's definitely a lot more usable now, that's for sure. So that's great. That's great. He's definitely a lot usable now. But just use all the limited characters, right? Who gives a shit about this guy? Alright, Anira, we finally gotten her shit to be undispellable, boys! Finally! We've been asking for this for how long now, chat? Probably more than a year now, I think. I'm very certain it's definitely more than a year now. We've been asking for this for so fucking long, dude. She finally have it undispellable, right? Like all the Zodiacs have undispellable debuff shit. And hers is like dispellable, like why? God knows, but yeah, finally. All this Vanity is her second skill, which is a delay thing. So delay accuracy increased but higher damage. Fleece of Champions is her level 100 skill. No, level 90 skill, the fourth skill. Removes one debuff, strength buff to 3 turns. I actually didn't know it was only 2 turns. Oh my god, I'm actually I legit didn't know it was only 2 turns. I was like, wait, why is it telling me 3 turns? Wasn't it not? Oh. She gets a clear and 3 turns stamina buff. Sure. Queen of Sheep is a passive, so when fire allies are not debuffed, attack up. When they are debuffed, defend up. So does this mean that this is added in, or is this swapped with for current level 95 thing? Because currently is this, right? It kind of sounds like it's just gonna be worded differently. So instead of like having it all the time, we have it like this. Okay, then we have new passive. Fire allies double attack up based on how high a nearest HP is. Defend up based on how low her HP is. It's not bad. I mean, double attacks, whatever, but you get free garrison if her HP is low. That's not bad. I am kind of curious to see how much the numbers are though for the defense something. And I'm assuming this attack up is going to be normal as well. Because I'm guessing because it's the same too. Because this is normal too, right? Because I'm just thinking that it's just going to be swapped. Right? It actually makes sense that it's swapped. It'll be kind of crazy that this stays and then she has that as well. Right? I don't think it's going to be the case. But yeah, I think this change is pretty nice though. This change is nice. Invoker previews on Marisa came and okay. When Empress Upright activates, water allies gain guts. Oh, so when you get all 4, right? This one, right? Because they were saying that if you unlock all 4, you get the shit in the middle or something. So for Maria, you gain you level all of that, and then you gain gut. For all water allies, you gain guts, huh? Not bad. Free guts though. 1000 attack, flat stats, 5% triple attack, 6% double attack, and 20% CA damage. That's alright. And Came, you backline god. On CA, 2 out of Spade, Heart, Diamond, and Club gain 1 rank. Sure. 10% debuff success, 10% skill cap, I guess. That's what probably ability cap means. CA cap 10% and 20% healing cap. I mean, maybe 75% of the time you're probably going to have him backline anyway, so you probably kind of ignore that for now. But sure, I guess. I mean, if you're using like Zeta Vasiraga shit and then he copies and stuff like that, I guess it's kind of nice now. Because you have all this shit. Can say no to that, right? Free upgrades and stuff. Oh, so this is the list. Race becoming a single player. Griffin! Oh no! Rip Griffin, dude! Zagno Flame, Imperial Guard, Ancient Dragon! Oh no! Alright, what we got? It's easier we post the new items and cost in treasure trade and what they'll cost. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is all the dragon stuff, right? No limit. Okay. Once per month. So we can grab the weapons from the shop now. 50 each, huh? 50 each. Alright. 50 each for the weapon is okay though. But then it's only once a month. No AX skills, right? I'm very certain. Like all these weapons should have no AX skills included, that's for sure. Alright, so currently is massive tree attack, but now is that, meaning instead of massive we get big attack and crit, and then we get small, so small attack So Taisai Bow now has double attack modifier, huh? If you think about this, that's actually quite a big significant change though, either way. It does make it a lot stronger, because it's technically it's kind of like the same anyway, because currently it's massive attack and what's that? Big crit, right? But now it's just standardized to both big and crit together, and then we get another small modifier for attack, which is technically essentially kind of the same, but still I would say it's still better though, either way. Because like doesn't the crit be a lot better this way though? Because it's like you have like number 3 shit here, so technically the crit is much stronger too in a way, if I recall correctly. Spear is big stamina and medium double attack and crit. Massive boost, massive stamina now? What? So instead of big, now we have massive stamina. And big, I mean massive too as well. I mean, yeah, regardless, this is still definitely making it stronger because it's much bigger stamina mod. And then not to mention, we are also getting 5-star Primal as well. So that's probably going to change quite a bit. So meaning all this is going to be scaled a lot higher in a way, if you think about it. Yeah, it's definitely much better regardless. Definitely good changes. It's definitely making water a lot easier to get into. But I think for the most part, it's probably still going to be very, very similar regardless. We just have to wait and see how much is it going to be scaled with the new 5-star Primal. Because we're not sure if it's just going to be 10% or what. Probably it's just going to be extra 10%, right? So we just have to see. I'm not sure if I really want to transition into fucking Varuna though. I probably can in a way. I think because right now I have like... I think I have 2 bows and 2 spears right now. Yeah, I have 2 bows right now. I have 2 spears too. So that's actually already pretty good. It's like good enough already though. 2 spears and 2 bows is probably more than enough for the most part already though. If I actually want to transition into Varuna, I can. I mean, my Varuna, what's the stars right now? I think I'm only like 1 away, right? If I recall correctly. I have 0 stars here. And I think I have like 2 here. I have 2 long Gs as well. 1 Varuna here. 2. See? I'm literally 1 away right now. I'll be 1 away to Varuna. So technically it's possible for me to get to. But before I ever consider, I will definitely want to see how the calculation goes when the patch goes live and the 5-star, like how well it's gonna scale with the 5-star Primal. I have to wait until for that to happen first before I actually consider, regardless. You're gonna consider Wemdu's Spear? Of course. You definitely want to use Wemdu's Spear too. Definitely gonna wait for it. We have to see how it goes. I mean, Wemdu's Spear is definitely not gonna be an issue for me. Because I already got them. I mean, farming dragons like a hell lot anyway, so I have like... I technically have 2. The second one is just not upgraded yet. Like right here. And I have like 3 more sitting here. And then I need to get 1 more of these at least. I had to finish 1 more fucking glove. But yeah, that definitely could consider Varuna now. Gotta wait and see. If I'm actually really liking what Varuna is turning into, I might probably consider that. Then I probably have to start farming bars again. Which I really don't want to go back to, but... yeah. We'll see, because even with the 5-star upgrade, right, for Primals, I don't think they're just gonna be outright shit when it comes to like Magna. Like Magna doesn't automatically turn to shit the moment that Primals get 5 stars. It's just more like you get more perks by being a Primal now. It's more like that, you know? If you already have your Primal summon like already full like 5 stars or whatever shit, in order for you to like efficiently make a Primal grid these days, doesn't require you so much more than what you currently have right now. So for example, usually, you know, like say like Zeus for example, right? Because usually I think in a somewhat bare minimum, you kind of want to have at least 3 Edens or some shit, right? Or sometimes people you go 4. Now with the 5-star Eden or some shit, you probably just need 2 Edens for all we know now. I don't think you need 3 anymore. So it's like it allows you to get into Primal a lot easier, because like you get the extra, the scaling is a lot higher, it's a lot easier to scale into and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like you can have, yeah, you can have the extra choice to put in other shit. Like, you know, you want to put in like all the like garrison and all that shit these days. If you want to consider those stuff, you can slot that in. You can still have probably same amount of damage that you currently have previously when it's just full limit break primals, with lesser weapons. So that way you can actually put in more shit. You see what I mean? So like you can have different flexibility. You just have more shit that you can actually combine or play with, you know? And you have to also remember one thing. The grid, when it comes to like grid building, is not essentially like the thing that you must really aim for these days. You can just stick to Magna, and you probably still do somewhat as well as Primal, even at 5 stars. I don't think that's really gonna change all that much. It's just more like, it's just more so you want to build into Primal, it's much easier to build into now. / more flexibility options, shit like that. And the other thing is that end of the day, characters are still gonna play a very, very big role in this game. It used to be grid. It like previously, right? Maybe if you ask me like a few years ago, right? It's a lot different years ago, where grid was like the king. If you have like even like mediocre shit characters or whatever, but if you have fucking massive insane grid, that shit is gonna carry you hard, right? Now these days, right, you must have those characters. Characters play such a massive important roles these days. Like in order for you to do like all the crazy strat or whatever shit, if you have the characters, I think, and you have like a very basic bitch grid, you're probably still gonna do fine. You know, for the most part, you're probably still gonna do relatively fine. Just the characters is very, very important these days, to me. That's why. See, yes, exactly like what Mr. Supi said as well. It's very, very important these days to get the character, like the fucking mana character or whatever shit. If you really want to like be those kind of shit, right? Like you want to be part of that group on top, you must have the characters. If you don't have the characters, if your fucking grid is like, you know, like the toppest tier or whatever shit you have, like, you know, like say you have all the Gizlas, all the Majestas shit in the world, right? If all that shit, nobody fucking cares if you do not have those characters. You can't beat them when you're lacking the characters. You have the grid, yeah, sure, but what the fuck can you do without the characters? That's why, for the most part, the most important thing you want to do first, right, when it comes to this game now, you definitely want to get the characters first. The grid you can always just fucking build later. That's why for the most part, just focus on just building all Magna. Doesn't fucking matter. Magna is these days is still fucking strong anyway. You can do all the content. You can do all just fine. You can even farm bars with fucking Magna, for fuck's sake. So it doesn't fucking matter. You need to really just go in on getting those said characters. Once you get the characters right, just use your base, your typical Magna shit, and you still will do just fine. Like if you just see like what I have right now, right, it doesn't fucking matter. Like I may have Primal and all that shit, right? I can just right now go back to like the typical Magna 2 stuff. Like for example, if I go for Earth, right? If I just ignore my Titan Highlander shit, I just go back to like the typical four katanas or some shit and two axes or some shit to get like close to or maybe 3, yeah, just back to 3 and 3 axes or some shit. I'll still do relatively fine. If I have the characters, I'll still probably do a similar amount of damage. Maybe slightly lesser cap or whatnot, but I'm still probably gonna do this or mostly the same amount of shit anyway. Because end of the day, as long as you have the characters, and the one most important thing of them all is ping. If you have the ping, you can do anything. Yeah, doesn't fucking matter. You're still like 10 times faster than any other players out there anyway. Who fucking cares? Right? Even if my ping is relatively decent now, right? Japanese players are essentially still 4 to 5 times faster than me. Or if not, maybe if you compare those guys, they are literally 1 digit ping, right? Like essentially almost 10 times faster than me. They literally do not fucking see this black screen at all. You literally don't see that at all. You just press the thing, boom, it loads already. That's how fucking fast they are. It doesn't fucking matter how good your shit is. You have the characters, you have the fucking grid. Nobody cares if your pig sucks. You see? But yeah, jokes aside though, that's why end of the day, if you want to build like in GBF shit, characters is very, very important now. Characters is super important. So if you really want, like, say for example, like maybe I'll just do like a somewhat of a Pega video or some shit. You know, like, you know, say like for example, like you know, like when it comes to aiming limit seasonal characters, which one you should aim for or some shit on specific elements, you know, like those kind of shit. I'll probably make like one sometime soon when anniversary comes or some shit, because probably people want to randomly spark on one of the flash shit or something. I'll probably do that, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, probably I can do something like that. But for the most part, like, yeah, just characters are fucking like so freaking important now, because they provide you with all different types of options you can do, you know, because now you like OTK, burst, generic stuff, fast stuff, you know, those kind of shit. Yeah, anyways, I think that's it for the rundown on the anniversary stream. It's a long video, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, when it comes to like the upcoming future notes, which I think they'll post it tomorrow or some shit, I don't think I will be doing that, very likely, because I think we already kind of did it, most of it today, because for most of the time they tend to do it is like they basically just do a summary version of what happened on stream anyway, so there's really not much stuff being added in, maybe a little bit more extra details probably just the same, so we just have to see. But that's it for this specific rundown video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next time. On the next video or some shit. Or on stream. Hey! Yeah! Yoo-hoo!